Hello everyone, this is Brett. Thank you for joining me. Today is episode 8 in my ongoing weekly playlist series where I show and discuss 5 albums that have been in rotation over the last week. If you are interested in listening to some of the music, follow the playlist link that is in the description where it collects my 3 recommended songs from each of these along with music from all the past episodes as well. Kicking things off, one of my favorite releases from back in 2014. This just got a long-awaited reissue, and that is the collaboration between the Norwegian electronic group known as Royksopp and the Swedish singer Robyn. This is the Do It Again EP, which is a 5-song release, but the tracks are pretty lengthy, so it does actually feel like a full length in a way. I slept on it when it came out originally on vinyl. Listened to it mainly just on digital back then, and it quickly went out of print. The prices skyrocketed, so thanks to my wife Sarah for keeping an eye out for these upcoming reissues, and she spotted this and imported it, and so glad to have it in the collection. It sounds fantastic. We had this one cranked up yesterday. Let me just show you what it looks like. It just comes on in a black, just a regular not polyline inner sleeve, white with a black wispy marbling. And then the outer jacket that it came in has a strip on it like the original like CDs do, and then there's the sticker on it. So yeah, 3 recommendeds on this one are Monument, the opening song, which is 10 minutes of just bliss. It's so great. The title track, Do It Again, and my third favorite is Every Little Thing. But yeah, Royksopp and Robyn, Do It Again. Next up, another one courtesy of Sarah, who keeps an eye for these things. This one has been on the want list for a long time. Originals are kind of a bit pricey, and a Polish label known as Mechanica reissued the two only albums from this artist, and this is Cetu Javu. They were a short-lived German synth-pop group. Southern Lands is their 1990 debut, and this reissue is a 2-record set, which has the full album on record 1, and record 2 has a bunch of remixes and bonus tracks on it. So Cetu Javu, what do they sound like? I would consider them in the realm of like a Camouflage, Anything Box, and Depeche Mode, like a specific window of Depeche Mode though. I'm thinking like 1983's Construction Time Again / 1984's Some Great Reward. The singer Javier Revilla Diaz is, even though the band is German, both of his parents were from Spain, so there are 3 songs that are sung in Spanish, the rest are sung in English. Let's get to the recommended songs. Have in Mind. Holy cow, that song is just perfection. If you've never heard it before, please do check it out on that playlist. If you may listen to it and go, oh, I remember that song, and just did not remember the name of the band. Second favorite is Situations, which is another fantastic track. And my third recommended pick is Bad Dreams, Cetu Javu with Southern Lands. Next up, the third and final album from Iceland's The Sugarcubes. This was the last Sugarcubes album before Björk went solo. It's so hard to believe this is 32 years old. I got this on CD back when it came out, listened to it so much, saw them when they toured with U2 and Public Enemy. It's such a fantastic sounding record too. The production and specifically the sound of the drums on this is just epic and huge right out of the gate with Gold. Speaking of Gold, guest appearance from John McGeoch, the late John McGeoch of Magazine, Susie and the Banshees, PIL, Visage, The Armory Show, etc. It's difficult to limit this to only 3 song picks, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm Hungry is my favorite on this one, Leash Called Love, and then Walkabout. But one of the big songs on this was Hit, which is fantastic. Gold, so good. So, the Sugarcubes, stick around for joy. If you only know Björk solo material, I recommend this is a great place to start in the Sugarcubes canon. All right, before I get to the last two, if you are new to this channel and have yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing, hit like, leave a comment. All of that helps to support the channel. I discuss all kinds of music with a special emphasis on 80s, 90s, alternative, post-punk, goth, new wave, shoegaze, Britpop, etc. Okay, next up, the debut album from a band local to Phoenix here, and that is Caterwaul with their debut album, The Nature of Things, going all the way back to 1987 here. Alternative rock, post-punk, goth rock. If you like early U2, Dreamtime / Love era of the Cult, mainly in the tones of the guitar. Same with U2. Jane's Addiction, early Cocteau Twins, Gene Loves Jezebel, Susie, even Led Zeppelin. All those things come to mind when I listen to Caterwaul. Singer Betsy Martin has a very unique voice. And they only released 4 albums in their time. Their second and third release were on IRS Records. And then they called it quits after their 4th album. Highly underrated band, but I highly recommend you checking them out and getting familiar with them. 3 favorites. Yonder, A Honey Sky. Huge chorus hook. Wonderful song. Second favorite, Hence the Hangover. That's where you really get kind of vibes of Billy Duffy's guitar tone. Think like She Sells Sanctuary. Or early The Edge, like Electric Co., just as points of reference on the sound. Cool staccato, bouncy bass line on that one. And my third favorite is the album opener, A Flower and a Stone, a band that more people should be talking about and should have gotten a lot more recognition, and that is Caterwaul from Phoenix, Arizona. All right, and lastly, a total departure is Eric Johnson with Tones. Eric Johnson, Austin, Texas guitar virtuoso. This was his first album, came out back in 1986. My brother had this on cassette back when we were growing up as teenagers. The second I drop the needle on this and you hear his tone, it's just so distinct. It's immediately recognizable as Eric Johnson. Unfortunately, I'm just not a fan of his vocal work. If you like Richard Marx, you'd probably like his vocal work. But when I put on an Eric Johnson album, it's mainly to listen to his instrumental work. And unfortunately, there's only 3 instrumentals on this one. So I've had this in the collection for years, and I pull it out when I want to hear those instrumentals primarily. But if you like Richard Marx, check out the vocal song. This was produced by David Tickle, who would go on to produce the Divinals. You know, I Touch Myself. He actually produced that, as well as And I Wake in the Morning. Four Non Blondes with What's Up. He produced that as well. 3 favorite recommendations are the 3 instrumentals. The Desert Song, which is played on a nylon string guitar. It's absolutely beautiful. The track Zap has this fantastic bass solo from Roscoe Beck. And my third recommended pick is the song Victory. So this is Eric Johnson with Tones. If you're looking for an entry point into Eric Johnson, I would say his second album probably is most widely known, with Cliffs of Dover, Trademark, Righteous, is Avia Musicon. So there you have it. Those are my 5 things that have been in rotation over the last week. Let me know what you guys have been listening to. If you're familiar with any of these, or if you end up checking them out, let me know what you think. And I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.